three non-negotiables, what would you say?
People, product, just vendors. I am really proud to say we are the world-class number one mutton biryani, Siraga Samba rice biryani, goat in Chennai. We take it from Madurai or Kanivadi market. And that is the specialty of our thing. If you go to Dindigul, there is no chicken biryani. You go to any restaurant, if you go and ask chicken biryani, they'll say sorry.
Oh, okay.
You don't have chicken biryani.
Chicken biryani சாப்பிட்டா ஜட்ஜ் பண்ணிடுவாங்க போல.
ஆமா. அப்பே வந்து எங்க தாத்தா பாத்தீங்கன்னா டர்பன் கட்டிட்டு வந்து சமைப்பார். So that's why it's called Thalappakatti.
Right, correct.
That even his hair should not fall inside this biryani. So even when my father goes inside, no, he wears turban and go. He follows my grandfather, but I can't go with the turban.
Yeah, I get it.
Lose one.
How do you actually maintain long relationships with the same vendor, the same people?
There's a master called Gopal Master who used to serve my grandfather teas.
Okay.
So still he is working under me. போய் வீட்டில் போய் ரெஸ்ட் எடுங்கன்னா நோ சும்மா உட்கார முடியல தம்பி நான் வந்து கிச்சனில் சும்மா உட்காந்துக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு they take the rights and come and sit. That's the family we have in our restaurant industry.
படைச்சது திண்டுக்கல் தலப்பாக்கட்டி.
Hello and welcome back to Dindigul Thalappakatti's Biryani podcast. My name is Mercy. Today we are going to be digging into the things that you usually don't get to see on the plate but makes the plate. I mean the spices, the meat, the people behind it. And we are calling this episode the Foundation of Flavour, and with me is Mr. Sathish, Managing Director of Dindigul Thalappakatti. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi Mercy. Hi. Thank you.
Yes. So let's talk about the foundation, right? Like we are going to be talking about the flavor on this episode. So tell me what would you say are your three non-negotiables? இது வந்து Dindigul Thalappakattiல நடக்கவே நடக்காது. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு three non-negotiables, what would you say?
We don't buy products which is low quality. First, every restaurants do that. Second thing is whenever we select a product, we trust them vendors. Right. So vendors relationship is, for me, it's more very like a family relationship for us. And we don't change the vendor until there is any big issues on quality checks which rise from a QA department. So one is on a product quality we don't do. Second on a third is vendor. And when you get the product right, when you get the spices or when you receive raw materials, the people begin has to be the same guy who's been working with me for a long time, because he only knows about the product, raw materials,
right,
and the size and the quality. So only these three things, people and the product, and next is the vendors. These three things which are like three process which we don't deviate in Thalappakatti.
Okay. So when you mentioned people is a very important factor in your brand, how do you actually maintain long relationships with the same vendor, the same people? What is your relationship with your people?
It's the third generation business which we have. People mostly worked under my grandfather, and their kids worked under my father, and their kids is working under me. So even for them, their third generation, they are working under us. And we are like a family. Mostly people in Dindigul, it's not a small town. There are nearby a lot of villages are there. So those villages, அங்க இருக்கிற மக்கள் எல்லாமே வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு ஃபேமிலியா தான் பிஹேவ் பண்ணுவாங்க. We host a lot of festivals. We like to sponsor a lot of schools over there. So we whenever there is a marriage happening in their family, we go over there and celebrate with them. And so it is like a family. When me or my mom always most of the time we spend our time in Dindigul. And mostly what we do is every house they build should be our first money for us. Maybe a token money like 50,000 or 60,000. So that's how we build a relationship with our people. And mostly our community people, so which we always support. And when we support them, they really care about what they make for the people.
They give back.
Yeah. So the product also comes like that.
Yes.
So it is like a family cooking together to get one particular product and serve the customer. That's why we are very successful in Tamil Nadu.
I think it's very rare to see that these days, especially.
Yes.
It's becoming difficult to have long-lasting relationships with anybody,
Correct.
So when you have such a family business and the families coming together and giving back to the community, it's so beautiful to see that.
See, today my grandfather, 1957 started. When he was there's a master called Gopal Master. He was a small tea boy who used to serve my grandfather teas.
Okay.
So still he is working under me.
Wow.
That means his son is working under me. So his son is taking care of projects.
How old is he now?
So he is around 70 plus.
Wow. So he's worked all his life.
Working in the sense he comes, he sits in the restaurant, you oversee, and that some senior level of people. He could not, now at present he could not do all the kindred ellame vandu panna mudiyadhu. He could not mix the spices with the ladle. He comes, sit, okay, 3 hours he will do the job. But still those kind of people also with us.
Oh, lovely.
Because they have been with us for a long time, they supported us. Still we are, the salary is paid to them, it's paid to their salary. Retirement kapparamum work பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்கன்னா we are feeling proud on that. They're saying போய் வீட்டில் போய் ரெஸ்ட் எடுங்கன்னா நோ சும்மா உட்கார முடியல தம்பி நான் கிச்சனில் சும்மா உட்காந்துக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு they take the rights and come and sit. That's the family we have in our restaurant industry. But we don't only depend on family. There are a lot of professionals people also with us. If you go, we have our head office in Bangalore. Most of the people are not our family, but they are very professional, they are very knowledgeable. And with that professional knowledge only we can grow the business.
Of course,
Only with a family we can grow the product. That means we can consistently maintain the product. With professional going with hand with us in the business, I think we can really reach to the skies.
For sure. That is so true.
So we have a mix of family and professionals in the business.
Nice. So when we talk about the foundation of flavor, we have to talk about the main thing, which is the meat. Right? Tell us about how do you go about, sourcing your meat, or because that is like literally the main ingredient of the biryani. So tell us about that.
I am really proud to say we are the world class number 1 mutton biryani, Siraga Samba rice biryani. If you won't have our biryani, mutton biryani, we have tasted all the biryanis before coming in, mutton biryani, chicken biryani, but we are not special in chicken biryani. But whenever if you go to Dindigul, there is no chicken biryani. You go to any restaurant. It's not only my restaurant. If you go and ask chicken biryani, they'll say sorry. We don't have chicken biryani. Or they take chicken a piece from one gravy and they'll give it in chicken.
Chicken biryani samna judge பண்ணிடுவாங்க போல.
ஆமா. நீனா chicken biryani கேட்டிட்டு இருக்க Dindigul அப்படிவாங்க. Chicken is not famous for us. So for us, why mutton biryani is famous is the goat which we get from those areas like Kannivadi or Madurai, or those areas is very tender. And that give extra taste. So whenever we want to process goat in Chennai, we take it from Madurai or Kannivadi market. So if there is still that's why our biryani is very little costly in mutton biryani. And we use boneless meat for cooking biryani. ஸோ போனோட விலை உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். போனோட மீட் வாங்கினீங்கன்னா அது ஒரு விலை, போன்லெஸ் வாங்கினீங்கன்னா அது தனி விலை. ஸோ தட்ஸ் வை இப்போ சம்டைம்ஸ் என்னப்போ ரெஸ்டாரண்ட்டில் மட்டன் பிரியாணி ரொம்ப காஸ்ட்லியாக இருக்குது அப்படிம்பாங்க. பட் த இன்க்ரீடியன்ஸ் வாட் வி யூஸ் இஸ் ஃப்ரம் லோக்கலி சோர்ஸ்டு ஃப்ரம் the particular markets. So we don't go to Andhra or don't go to Jaipur market to get the mutton. So we get locally sourced meat from the local villages who are there within Dindigul, Madurai and Kannivadi. Adnala, that is the specialty of our thing. And the cooking process also, we do a marination of meat spices along with overnight. The spices has to be mixed overnight to make a biryani next day. So that is our one of the specialty of why the meat also tastes better in Dindigul Thalappakatti. And the third thing is the ghee. Ghee is very important ingredient. We get till now we have not changed our vendor for 25 years. Even though he may be costly,
that's a long-lasting relationship.
So we have a special brand.
Okay.
We always, when my procurement team comes to me, sir, this guy is rumba costly irukkangi. Should I change? I said no, don't do it, because he has been with us for 25 years,
Right.
and he is preparing only ghee for us.
Right.
We outsource the total ghee production. You know, we are making nearly around per day 10,000 kgs to kgs of meat production.
Okay.
Into that means 1 lakh biryani.
Right. We were talking about how it started from your grandfather's time.
Yeah.
Is there any age-old practice that you still follow, apart from, of course, the hand grinding of spices that we already spoke about?
Yeah.
Apart from that, are there any things that you would like to say that அப்போ பண்ணது இன்னும் அதே மெத்தடில் தான் போயிட்டுருக்கு அப்படின்ட்டு?
See, if you see what my grandfather carried is a hygienic way of cooking biryani. அப்பே வந்து எங்கள் தாத்தா பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டர்பன் கட்டிட்டு தான் வந்து சமைப்பார்.
Okay.
So that's why he's called Thalappakatti.
Right, correct.
That means he is very caring about his customer.
Yeah.
That even his hair should not fall inside this biryani. So on the turban கட்டுறது இன்னமும் we are following it up. So in case not turban, actually we are doing a hairnet.
Right.
That hygiene process is standardization is done from my grandfather, which has been bought by my grandfather. Still we are following it up.
Okay.
So even when my father goes inside, no, he wears turban and go. He follows my grandfather, but I can't go with the turban.
Yeah. I get
ஏன்னா லூஸ் வந்துட்டோம். ஸோ இப்போ வந்து மாடர்னாக வந்து நம்ம நெட்டு we are using hand net, and even hand gloves is used.
Okay.
So hygiene standardization is we follow a lot. And second, what we do is if you see biryani, most of the biryanis are layered. They cook rice separately. They cook gravy, that
And then they mix
masala.
it up.
They mix it
Correct.
up to make a biryani. For us, it's totally a process driven, where we saute onion, garlic, ginger, garlic, and coriander, everything sort pannite. And then we add meat, and once we add meat, we add salt,
Right.
and then we add water, and then we add inside same one vatale only we add everything together.
Okay.
And we do a process called, it's a mixed process of biryani, and then we pour ghee for dum, and we close it for charcoal.
Okay.
Even from, as you said, hand grounded spices, அந்த காலத்தில் எப்படி மிக்ஸ் பண்ணாங்களோ அதே hand grounded spices தான் நம்ம போய் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். இல்லாட்டினா இத்தனை வருஷம் வந்து ஒரு பிராண்ட் தாக்கு பிடிக்கிறதே வந்து it is very very difficult in the market, and imagine the expansion also is happening at the same time. Product also we have to concentrate, and people also we should be satisfied. I'm talking about people from our side,
Okay.
and customers also should be satisfied.
Correct.
ஏன்னா இது நாலுமே இல்லாமல் ஒரு பிஸ்னஸ் பண்ணுறதே ரொம்ப
ரொம்ப
கஷ்டம்.
கஷ்டம். Very true. Very true actually. Tell us about when you came in. I'm sure like how you said Thalappakatti kattitu tata when he was cooking, but now it's changed. Tell us about some modern methods that you kind of got in once you got into the restaurant business.
Till 2008 it was cooked in charcoal. விறகடுப்பும்பாங்க. விறகடுப்பு வச்சு தான் ஃபுல்லாகவே குக் பண்ணுவாங்க.
2008 வரைக்கும்.
Fireworks, yeah.
Okay.
When I came in, I went to kitchen. I stood for around 3-4 hours. I could not stand the heat. I could not even stand the heat. First, the second thing is, it's tightly eating on your stomach. That will cause your ulcer. It creates ulcer. It's really, and when you're inhaling here, it really a smoke.
Very true.
Then people used to get so many allergies. Skin allergy because of the smoke, and kitchen because of inhaling of too much of charcoal smoke. So then I decided in 2010. 2009 still I was cooking charcoal. 2010 decided it is one hazards. So நாம வந்து இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இப்போ ஒரு charcoal நாம யூஸ் பண்ணுறது. Even dum process also we don't do a charcoal process. Because as per government we are not supposed to do. Because it creates cancer, it creates ulcers, it creates a lot of diseases with the in human being. So we don't want to do that process. There's a gas dum is there, water dum is there. The two process which we follow. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணோம்னா இப்போ கேஸ் வந்து ஒரு பாத்திரத்தை வச்சு கிண்டுவாங்க. ஸோ அப்போ என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா people's got shoulder pain.
Right.
When you're doing a bulk cooking, no, இப்போ தெரியாது ஒரு 40-45 அந்த டைமில் வரப்போ when they are young they don't mind. When you reach 45, then that kindred எல்லாமே that also created a big back pain and this kind of mixing of the masala இது வந்து ஆட்டோமேட்டிக் லேட்னு சொல்லுவாங்க.
Okay.
ஆட்டோமைசேஷன் ஃபுல்லாகவே பண்ணியாச்சு.
Lovely.
So lot of automation now. If I on the machine will tell me when to add rice, when to add meat, when to add water,
Okay.
what temperature is cooking in.
Perfect.
So everything is automated. So
Nice.
now we have automized processes that much needed now for everyone, not only for my restaurant. If they want to expand, automation has to be done.
Very
Otherwise you can't expand.
Very true, very true. That's very interesting to know the people behind it, and also, you know, all the systems that you have got as a person from now. It is very important, like you said, if you want to grow, all these systems has to come.
Has to be there.
All right, I think with that, the Foundation of Flavour has come to an end. I'll see you again on another episode where we talk about other things. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you so
Sathish.
much.
Lovely. With that was Dindigul Thalappakatti's Biryani Podcast, and my name is Mercy, signing off.